Good morning, children. Today we are discussing Civics Chapter 2 Diversity and Discrimination. In this chapter, we are mainly learning about words, four terms. Okay, the first one is prejudice, the second one is stereotypes, third one is discrimination, and the fourth one is inequality. We have discussed all these words in the last class. We can recall all these. Okay, so prejudice means to judge other people negatively or see them as inferior. Okay, so when we are judging other people who are not like us negatively, or when we are treating them as when we are thinking about them as they are inferior, then what happens? We are prejudicing them. Okay, so prejudice can be we can be prejudiced about many things. The one example is that people's religious beliefs. We can prejudice about people's religious beliefs. This person is having another religion, and that religion is inferior to our religion. Okay, and these people who are believing that religion are inferior, and their beliefs are not good as ours. All these are prejudice. Okay, and the color of the skin, that on that way we can prejudice. And another thing, so suppose when we are doing like this, when some people are thinking in such a manner, what happens? So we don't then we don't want to we don't like to make friendship with the other such people. Such people, we think that they are inferior, and we don't want to make friendship with that people. And mostly we will behave in such a manner that hurt the other people. Okay, that is the bad effects of prejudice. When we are prejudicing, what happens? That we will react, we will act in ways that hurt that people. Okay, the other word is that creating stereotypes. Stereotypes means when we are fixing an image. Okay, when we are fixing people in a particular image, that is called stereotypes. Okay, suppose we are saying that a boy, he is a boy, so he is physically strong, he is he is a boy, and that is why he is strong. He is naughty, he is good in sport. Okay, all these things. And the other thing is that he is not emotional, he is not good in cooking. All these things, all these things are examples of stereotype. He is a boy, and that is why he should be like this. He must be good in sports, he must be a strong person. Okay, all these things are called that is the image the society is creating for a particular person. Okay, so that is stereotype. And what is the bad effect of stereotype? Suppose a boy, he don't know how to ride a bicycle, he don't know to ride a bicycle. What happens? Other people will laugh at him. ओ देखो, ही इज ए बॉय है ना, लड़का है फिर भी साइकिल चलाना नहीं आता, अच्छा नहीं लगता है ना, बॉय होके ये सुनना अच्छा नहीं लगता है. ओके, सो लाइक दिस इज ओनली एन एग्जाम्पल. ओके, गर्ल्स को क्या होता है? गर्ल्स आर नॉट अलाउड टू टॉक लाउडली. लड़की है, देखो कितने लाउडली बोलते हैं ना. सो दैट ऑल दिस क्रिएट्स all these are preventing us. This stereotype is preventing us from doing certain things. Okay, that is preventing our freedom in the society. So this is also not good. We are they fit large numbers of people into only one pattern. means when we are stereotyping, what happens? The stereotype means they are fixing large number of people. बहुत सारे मतलब सारे बॉयज़ को एक इमेज में बनाते हैं ना, एक इमेज के अंदर लाते हैं. तो क्या होता है उसका बैड, व्हाट इज़ द बैड इफेक्ट? इट मीन्स दैट ईच पर्सन इज़ यूनिक. Each person is unique, and we cannot fix all the boys, otherwise all the girls, otherwise all the people in a state in the same image, okay, in the same level. Each one is different, every individual is different, unique, okay. So this is not a good thing. So when we are acting on our prejudice, okay, when we are acting on our prejudice, what happens? When we are acting on our prejudice and stereotypes, what happens? Discrimination happens. Discrimination means when we are treating some people inferior, the people, the group of people are not getting enough opportunities. Okay, we are denying something, we are not giving them because they are of this caste, because they are poor, because they are of and they speak another language. Okay, so we are not allowing, we are preventing them from taking water from the same well, we are preventing from doing certain jobs. So all these are called discrimination. We are preventing them from doing something because we are having our prejudice and we are having our stereotypes, okay, thinking like this, okay. That is why that is called discrimination. Some people are not getting some people are preventing from doing things, and they are not getting their rights because of this these types of thinking, okay. So the next word is that inequality. When inequality happens, people sometimes some people are poor, some people are rich in our society even now. So people who are poor do not have the resources or the money to meet their basic needs. What are the basic needs? Food, shelter, and clothing. Food, clothing, and shelter, these are the basic needs. Some people are not getting these basic needs. So this is inequality. Some people are rich, some people are poor. This is also inequality, okay. So some tribals, some religious groups, and even particular region means place, are discriminated against for one or more of these reasons. So some people are discriminating not only in one way, but they are discriminating in 2 or 3 in different ways, okay. And it is also said, one example is that some works, suppose for example fishing, farming, some jobs such as washing, cutting hair, picking garbage, okay, all such types of works, such types of jobs are treated as less valuable, okay. So such people who are doing these people who are doing such works are treated as inferior, okay. That is also discrimination, kind of discrimination, okay. And in the caste system is one of the best example of discrimination and inequality also. Because of this, inequality also happening in the society. So in caste system, groups of people were placed in a sort of ladder. They are placed in a ladder, and different caste, different people who are doing different works are put in different levels, okay. So this is called caste system, and we had discussed all these things in the online class. That's why I am going in a fast mode, okay. So the low caste, so-called low caste people are called untouchables, and the bad effects of untouchability all we discussed in the class. Now we are moving to the uh, last section, that is striving for equality. You have to read this and explain. Okay. The struggle for freedom from British rule also included with it the struggle of large groups of people who not only fought against the British but also fought to be treated more equally. Dalits, women, tribals, and peasants fought against the inequalities they experienced in their lives. So during struggle for freedom, independence movement, okay, at that time what happened, the many people also fought for suppose Dalits, women, tribals, peasants means farmers, okay, all these people fought against the inequalities they experienced in their lives in India, okay. And okay, as pointed out earlier, many Dalits organized themselves to gain entry into temples. So Dalits were not Dalits and other so-called low caste people were not allowed to enter into the temples, and they fought against this. Okay, and women demanded that they should have as much right to education as men did. So you learned in history that at that time, people, the lady girls and low caste people were not allowed to learn Sanskrit. They were not allowed to go to school. Okay, so women fought against this. Okay, and peasants and tribals fought to release themselves from the grasp of the money lender and the high interest they were charged. They also fought for their rights. Money lender, grasp of the money lenders. Money lenders. Who give them money, and the peasants have to give a lot of rent, a lot of interest on against this money and all these things you learned in history, all this. Okay, when India became a nation in 1947, our leaders too were concerned about the different kinds of inequalities that existed. Those who wrote the Constitution of India, a document that laid out the rules by which the nation would function, were aware of the ways in which it means who wrote the Constitution of India. Okay, they laid out the rules by which the nation would function, how Indian constitution, the nation of India would function, and were aware of the ways in which discriminations and discrimination had been practiced in our society, and how people had struggled against this. Many leaders of these struggles, such as Dr. Ambedkar, and had also fought for the rights of the Dalits. So we discussed the story of the real story, experience of Dr. Ambedkar, being a Dalit. So he is called the father of our constitution, Indian constitution. Okay, he also worked a lot for this improvements. Okay, so these leaders set out a vision and goal in the constitution to ensure that all the people of India were considered equal. This equality of the this equality of all persons is seen as a key value that unites us all as Indians. So this equality of all persons, this is the key value that unites us all as Indians. Okay, this equality unites we Indians. Okay, this is the unity of Indians, equality. Everyone has equal rights and opportunities. Untouchability is seen as a crime and has been legally abolished by law. By law, this untouchability is abolished, and people are free to choose the kind of work they wish to do. Anybody can choose any job with respect of his qualification. Okay, so government jobs are open to all people. Okay, irrespective of caste, color, religion, region, everything. Okay, in addition, the constitution also placed the responsibility on the government to take specific steps to realize this right to equality for poor and other such marginal communities. So this is the duty of the government to ensure this equality for all the people, poor, marginal community, for all. Okay, the writers of the constitution also said that respect for diversity was a significant element in ensuring equality. So India is a diverse country. India has many different types of diversities that we learned in the first chapter. And we should respect the diversity of our country, and that is in that way only we can ensure the equality of the people. They felt that people must have the freedom to follow their religion, speak their language, celebrate their festivals, and express themselves freely. So, all the people must have their own freedom to speak their own language and to celebrate their own festivals and to believe in their own religion. They said that no one language, religion, or festival should become compulsory for all to follow. Okay, there is no language, no religion और no festival. Okay, कुछ भी किसी के लिए भी कुछ भी कंपलसरी नहीं है इंडिया में. आप खुद चूज़ कर सकते हैं हमें कौन सा लैंग्वेज चाहिए, आपको कौन सा रिलीजन में विश्वास रखना है और कौन सा फेस्टिवल से सब कुछ कर सकते हैं. ओके, वी हैव द राइट टू डू ऑल दिस. ओके, nobody can compel us to do this. They said that the government must treat all religions equally. Therefore, India became a secular country. What do you mean by secular? Secular means where people of different religions and faiths have the freedom to practice and follow their religion without any fear of discrimination. Such a nation is called secular. So our India is a secular country. We have the freedom to believe in our own religion, and we have the freedom to practice and follow all the religious beliefs and everything. Okay, without any fear of discrimination. There is no discrimination in our country. This is seen as an important element of our unity, and this is the main point of unity in India, that we all live together and respect one another. Okay, we all live different caste people, different who speak different languages, who celebrate different festivals. We all live together and respect each other. We give respect to each other. Though these ideals are enriched in our constitution, this chapter points out that inequalities exist even today. So, this is a fact that uh, inequalities exist even today in our country. Inequality is a value, equality is a value that we have to keep striving for, and not something which will happen automatically. People's struggles and positive actions. People's struggles and positive actions by the government. People's struggles and positive actions by the government are necessary to make this a reality for all Indians. So we must struggle. For what? For what? For this equality, to bring equality in our society, to treat everyone equal, to respect every religion, every region, every language, every festival, everything. Okay, so that is the main part, main good thing about our country. The main thing about our country, that is we all respect, we are all live together and respect one another. That is the unity, that is called diversity. Okay, unity in diversity, that was coined by Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, so that is the chapter. It's a wonderful chapter, and you must learn So I think I'm teaching this chapter the third time. Okay, that's why you must understand the meaning of each word, particular word in this chapter. Okay, so that's all. Thank you.